I've been trying something different with the way I manage my calendar, and it's so that it allows me to prioritize things that are medium to long term goals, because it can be hard to kind of make progress on those when everything you need to do in the near term is like super urgent. And it becomes sort of trap where you just try to get the most urgent thing done possible, and then you never get to make progress on those longer term goals. And so this requires you to reframe your mindset and your thinking to be oriented towards priority versus urgency. So things that are more important will be things that you work on earlier in your day versus things that are more urgent, because there's a lot of things where we can conflate urgency and importance. We think that, oh my gosh, like this thing needs to be done now. So because it's urgent, that means it's the most important thing. But that's not actually how a lot of the things that we, consider valuable are actually urgent. There's a lot of stuff that's more long term, and to get the results of that labor, you need to be working on it consistently over a long period of time. So if you're never able to set aside the time for that, or able to prioritize that to do some kind of project management, if you will, and determine what the next step is, then you're not going to be able to make as much progress on those goals as other people who have this down. So I'm gonna try this out. I think it's a valuable framework, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe in a year or two. I think for now, what you can do is you can use the template that I provided. I put it in the description, and what it does is it basically just super simple. You're able to knock out the few things that are really important, and you have to be specific about what exactly you're trying to get done, and you're able to estimate how long it would take you. And then so over time, the purpose of like writing down how long you think it'll take you and so on is so that you're able to get a better understanding of how long something will take you in the future. And so you're able to update your understanding even more, and it becomes a lot easier to allocate your energy. So it's it takes a bit of a shift in your thinking, but I think that, having the template and working through this can help for a little while. And, you don't have to beat yourself up if you don't get all the things that you wrote down done in the day. That's the point. You won't get all of it done probably. And so I think aiming for like 1 to 3 things is pretty solid. And then as it goes further, then you can additionally shift to like, okay, 4 or 5 things. But I'd say a lot of people that I've talked to, they tap out at around 3 hours a day of pure focused work. So finding the boundaries of what are the most high leverage things you need to do in those 3 hours that will have a greater impact on your future success, whether it's academic or professional, that is a very good skill to have. So yeah, I mean, I've talked to friends that have had pretty interesting relationships with their calendar management. And so I think they were able to find systems that worked for them. And so maybe, my hope is that this can possibly be a starting point for you yourself to find that system and see how that works for yourself. And as always, you can edit, modify, whatever, but I urge you to just try it for, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and just see how it feels, and take stock of how much more you're able to get done when you focus on priority instead of urgency. So yeah, well, thank you for hearing me out. I'm gonna get back to editing another video. So yeah, peace.